Your menstrual cycle isn't just about bleeding once a month. It's a monthly report card on how your hormones, liver, gut, nutrients, and stress levels are actually functioning. So if you're ever wondering why your symptoms change from week to week and why some days you feel almost normal and other days you feel exhausted, bloated, emotional, or in pain, this one's for you. I'm Martin Benjamin, certified Master Herbalist, Functional Nutritionist with almost 20 years of experience in women's reproductive wellness. And welcome back to A to Z of Fibroids, where I break this down in a way that actually makes sense. Today, I guess I'm putting the men in the menstrual cycle. Your cycle is one of the most powerful feedback systems in your body. When fibroids are present, for example, the menstrual cycle often becomes more painful and disruptive. That's your body communicating with you. Every phase is telling a story. The cycle begins with the menstrual cycle or the menstrual phase when bleeding occurs. And this is when estrogen and progesterone are at the lowest. If you're bleeding heavily though and passing large clots or feeling completely drained, that is often a sign of estrogen dominance or poor estrogen clearance. Inflammation or your iron levels and ferritin levels are low and heavy bleeding, that is not normal. The next comes the follicular phase. This is when estrogen begins to rise. Estrogen jobs here is to help to rebuild your uterine lining, the endometrium lining to be exact, and prepare for eggs and for ovulation. When estrogen is working properly, many women feel more energized, focused, and mentally clear during this phase. But if estrogen isn't being cleared effectively by the liver and the gut, or its inflammation in the body is too high, this phase now can become, and you will experience bloating, breast tenderness, headaches, or early fibroid-related symptoms. Next comes ovulation, the midpoint of the cycle. This is where its critical events takes place. Ovulation triggers progesterone to be produced, and progesterone is what keeps estrogen in check. If ovulation doesn't happen properly, progesterone doesn't rise the way it should do, and without adequate progesterone, estrogen effects becomes more exaggerated. That heavy bleeding, pains, etc., right? This imbalance plays a major role in, you guessed it, fibroid growth. Many women with fibroids are not ovulating consistently, even if they are still getting a period. And we're going to go more into that in some other videos. Finally, there is the luteal phase. This second half of the cycle, this is where progesterone should be dominant. Progesterone helps calm the nerve system, reduce inflammation, stabilize moods, and prepare the body for either pregnancy or your menstruation. When progesterone is low, this phase is often marked by anxiety, you get very irritable, you can experience insomnia, breast pain, cravings, and bad PMS. Fibroid symptoms often worsen when here because estrogen is influencing and it's going unchecked. So when women say, my symptoms get worse right before my period, that is not random. It's hormonal timing. Now, here's the part that is rarely explained. Your cycle is directly influenced by your liver ability to clear hormones, your gut ability to eliminate them, your stress level and cortisol output, your nutrient status, your blood sugar balance, and your immune system. If any of these systems are sluggish or compromised, your menstrual cycle will reflect it. Fibroids tend to grow and become more symptomatic when estrogen remains active for too long. Progesterone is to suppress inflammation, all right? But if inflammation is high and the detox pathways are overloaded, all of that which shows up month after month after month It's in the rhythm of your cycle. This is why suppressing the cycle with hormones doesn't fix the problem. It just silences the signals without correcting the root cause. Your menstrual cycle is an important health indicator, like your heart rate or blood pressure. Regular ovulation requires proper functioning of the endocrine and the reproductive system. So, if there's any irregular cycles, that might be a signal of underlying health issues. When you learn to understand it, track it, and support the systems that regulates it, your cycle will become a powerful guide to heal and help you have much better periods. So save this, share this, and follow me for more A to Z of fibroids.